Hello there guys, this is your Delon Machado here and welcome back to my channel. Before I get into today's video, I like to give a little motivation for you guys. Life is like riding a bicycle. In order to ride a bicycle, you have to both pedal up and down. So similar to that, life will be having both downs and ups, and in order to move on in life, you have to overcome both, and you will just move on in life like riding a bicycle. With that being said, I like to start today's video. In today's video, I'll be telling you guys about aftermarket exhaust, custom made exhaust. I have fitted both aftermarket exhaust and custom made exhaust in my personal RR310, so I'll be sharing clippings of that in the later part of the video. And also I'll be doing a comparison of all the voice notes of the custom made exhaust, the aftermarket exhaust and the original exhaust. So you guys will be seeing that. And if you like this video, don't forget to give a like, a share and do hit the subscribe button along with the bell icon. With that being said, let's get into today's video. First, let me begin with aftermarket exhaust. An aftermarket exhaust is actually a mod which you can add to your motorcycle to increase the power input of your motorcycle and to have a better style in your motorcycle and also to have a better sound in your motorcycle. So these are the reasons why people actually fit an aftermarket exhaust in their motorcycle. Most people get amazed by the sound of super bikes, like especially the Benelli 600i and the Kawasaki Z900 and bikes like that. People just are amazed by the sound of it. It's just pleasant and soothing, and you just go wow when you look at those bikes and listen to the sound of those bikes. But one thing that people don't understand is that they are 4-cylinder motorcycles, and if you want that sound in a single cylinder motorcycle, you will just get this sound like a daga 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 daga. You will just get that sound when you install an aftermarket exhaust in a single cylinder motorcycle. Mostly people usually don't know that, and this is for your own knowledge. If you want to fit an aftermarket exhaust in your single cylinder motorcycle, I would definitely not recommend that, because obviously the sound which you will get will not be what you expected, and you will just be disappointed on the money which you spent. So there are two types of aftermarket exhausts available. They are the aftermarket replica ones and the original ones, aftermarket original ones. Some of the well reputed aftermarket original brands are Akrapovic, SC, TOS and Austin Racing and much more. The replica ones give the same branding, but they are a replica one and they are just not made up to standard. As you can see, it's a replica, so they are not the original ones. The original one, the cost ranges from 35,000 and way above, and if you really need to fit an aftermarket exhaust, go for an aftermarket original one which will fit your motorcycle. See which is suitable for your motorcycle and get it from an original dealer. Don't go for aftermarket replica ones, because you will feel annoyed by the sound. The cops will catch you. You will just get scoldings from everywhere. Your parents, they'll be annoyed by the sound. The people in the road, they'll be annoyed by the sound from your motorcycle, from the taka 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 taka. You'll just be getting that sound, and in fact you itself will be annoyed by that sound, and you will be just disappointed on the money which you spend for an aftermarket replica exhaust. If you get an aftermarket original exhaust, some brands give you a street legal certificate, and with that you can just show the cops, and the cops might let you go, because it will show the decibel level and stuff like that, and you will just have it as a certificate to prove that the exhaust is street legal. Some exhausts companies do that, while others they just give it for street purpose, for track purpose only. You can use those kind of exhaust only in tracks. For example, the Yamaha gives an Akrapovic exhaust for 25,000, I guess. It is only track legal and you can't use that in the street. If you get caught with that exhaust while you ride in the street, the cops will put a hefty fine on you guys. So, and there's another issue with an aftermarket exhaust. If you fit an aftermarket replica exhaust, for example an SC usually comes in this size. It is very small, so if you fit that in an RR310, what will happen? As you can see, as you know, that the stock exhaust of an RR310 is this big at least. So if you fit this small exhaust in place of that, the air pressure will definitely change and your motorcycle will get switched off regularly. And if you're going on the road, suddenly your motorcycle will get switched off, and that's a big problem. That will be a big problem for you guys. So I recommend you guys not to go for aftermarket replica ones. If you really need an exhaust, go for the original one. I know it costs high, but it will be street legal and you won't face any issues in the future if you use that. And now let me go to the other part of the video. So what's the other type which you can fit in your motorcycle? It's the custom made exhausts. I told you that aftermarket exhaust, there will be a cutoff problem in your engine. Well, if you make a custom exhaust for your motorcycle, the engine cutoff will be avoided. You can avoid that by making a custom made exhaust. This is a custom made exhaust which I made for my RR310. I used this for about 3 to 4 months, then I went to the stock. This looks like a trumpet and the sound is really amazing. I was happy 100% and content with the sound from this, which I got from my motorcycle. But now I have fit my stock. I'll show the sound of this in the later part of the video. You can see it will look like a trumpet. It's small over here and it just goes like this. So there is no cutoff. I faced no cutoff issue in this exhaust while I fitted this in my RR310. And I also had an increase in the power of 1 bhp. And this is how the custom exhaust looks. It looks like a gun. And you can have this, but this will also be a problem when you get caught by the cops. So if you feel you want an exhaust this is a slip-on exhaust, so I can fit this whenever I need and remove it whenever I don't need it. So I just test this out sometimes when I really need to listen to the sound of that. I usually change that for around 5 to 10 kilometers. I ride with it and then I again go back to the stock. This one was made by Auto Deals Chennai, Kodambakkam. They are a store located in Kodambakkam. They do all kinds of services, modification, etc, etc. I'll leave the address link in the description box. Those guys who really want an a custom made exhaust for their motorcycle which doesn't have a cutoff problem or such, you can go for this. So this was made especially with the specification and dimensions from the original exhaust of the RR310. And that's about it, guys. Now I'll be sharing the different exhaust notes of the stock, the aftermarket exhaust and the custom made exhaust too. So if you like this video, don't forget to give a like, a share and do the subscribe button along with the bell icon.
Okay, play.